two types of STDs, bacterial and viral. A bacteria is curable. Medication we can give you, we can take care of it. A virus is not. You get a virus, you got it for life. There is no cure. We've never, in the history of the world, cured a virus. Chlamydia is a bacteria, curable. So what's the big deal? Big deal is in 90% of the students who have chlamydia, much like all the rest of the diseases, there are no symptoms. You can't treat a disease you don't know you have. We got thousands of teens out there having sex going, well, it's not bothering me because I've had sex, but I don't have a disease, not been tested. Certainly not in the last 3 weeks, but I know I don't have a disease. How would you know that? Let me tell you something that's pretty safe to say I know about you. If there's a student here tonight who's had sex, let me tell you something I am pretty sure I know about you. It's true of teenagers all over the world. You actually believe that if you get up the next morning and herpes isn't tattooed to your forehead, you don't have a disease. I mean, Pam, if I can't see it, feel it, or touch it, I don't have it. If I had a disease, I would know. My nose would turn purple, my ears would be red, something would burn. I would know. No, you would not know. The only way you'd know is if you got tested. You're not getting tested because you don't think it's going to happen to you. And you think if you don't feel sick, you're not sick. American Medical Association released a bulletin, said this: every teenage girl who has had sex must be tested for chlamydia every 6 months. Every teenage girl who has had sex must be screened for chlamydia every 6 months. Why girls? Why not all of you? Don't boys get this? Of course, the boys get it. Who do you think the girls are getting it from? Okay, boys and girls both get it. So why are the doctors concerned about the girls? I'll tell you. Ladies, listen up. You contract chlamydia one time in your lifetime, cured or not, and there's a 25% chance you will be sterile for the rest of your life. Girls, you get it twice, it jumps to 50%. Get it 3 times, girls, and there's a very good chance you will never have children. We have hundreds of thousands of women entering their mid-20s going, I'd like to start my family. I'm married, I finished college, finally found a good guy, done with all the messing around I did when I was a teenager. Now I want to be a mom. They try, and they can't get pregnant. They go running to a doctor, he checks and says, my goodness, sweetheart, you've got all this scar tissue in your fallopian tubes, your ovaries, your uterus. You have pelvic inflammatory disease, PID. You had chlamydia or gonorrhea when you were a teenager. What? I had what? I had a sexually transmitted infection? How could I have had that? I didn't know. Too late, girls. Here's something else we've just found out about chlamydia, which is devastating to women. Not only does it cause pelvic inflammatory disease, even if it was cured, that can scar your fallopian tubes in your uterus, we have found out that your body remembers chlamydia. You forgot the chlamydia you had at 16. You maybe never even knew. You forgot that little thing you did in college that you had to go to health services for, and now it's gone away. And at 28 years old, your body has not forgotten. Here's what happens. When a young woman is infected, her uterus and her fallopian tubes are infected with chlamydia, her body produces an antigen called HSP. This HSP alerts her white blood cells and does exactly what your body was designed to do. It says, infection, infection, we must all run to the site of infection and get rid of it. So now we've got girls who've got all these scarred tubes. They can't conceive, so we decide we're going to do in vitro fertilization. We are going to conceive the sperm and the egg in a dish. We're going to take the new little embryo, we're going to stick it in her body and have it implant. And here's what happens. When that embryo attaches itself to her uterine wall, that embryo produces HSP. And her white blood cells go, alert! Infection must run there and destroy. And we have massive miscarriage. You may have forgotten, your body did not.